I'm Mandy, welcome to my channel, Root Down and Rise Up. Today we're gonna be doing a recipe, one of my favorites, moon milk. So this is particularly the follicular phase of our moon cycle, and it's going to help us with everything. So let me show you guys, let's get started. I can't wait. So before we go into the ingredients of our moon milk, I do want to touch on some of the basics and why it's so important for us to consume and make us feel better. Moon milk is a delicious and comforting nighttime beverage that has its ancient roots in Ayurveda. That is a Sanskrit word for knowledge of life. And we can gain so much wisdom through our ancient traditions. In Ayurveda, warm milk consumed before bed can help with sleeplessness, anxiety, and also insomnia. The follicular phase is from day 1 until day 14 of your cycle. So if you want to sync it with the moon, it's actually the new moon to the full moon. During the follicular phase, estrogen levels rise to prepare for implantation. So let's go into the ingredients for the traditional moon milk. So this is without the extras. We have 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk, or any milk of your choice. We also have 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, right here. 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cardamom, right here. A 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil unrefined. 1/8 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, or any salt of your choice, but this is probably the best. 1 teaspoon of maple syrup or raw honey, right here. So that's the base. Now, depending on what stage or phase you're in your moon cycle, will depend on what else you add. So for the follicular phase, we're going to be adding pumpkin seeds, which are right here, rolled oats and gluten-free if you are able, and 1 teaspoon of lavender buds. So we have some back here. And you can also add some of these ingredients to a bath time ritual as well if you want to take it to the next step. So let's get started with our base. We're gonna get a large bowl and we're gonna add the ingredients. It's simple as that. So let's do our 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. Now, if you don't measure it 100%, you know, it'll be fine, but for the sake of, let's measure it. I like to eyeball things usually, but let's make this official. All right, so we have our milk. That's pretty simple right there. Next ingredient is, let's see, so this is the base moon. So let's do it in order. We're gonna do a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Okay. Now, we have to take this off to actually get what we want. Right, we have a little teaspoon here. We're just gonna add it to the milk, pretty simple. All right, let's see. 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cardamom. I don't have ground, but I do have whole, so you can work with that. You can either ground it yourself, or what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a dash. You can just, a little dash, and put it in. Because we're gonna be blending this anyways, so that works. Don't let one ingredient stop you. If you don't have them all, it doesn't matter. You can substitute, you can exclude it out, whatever you guys want to do. Okay, so let's do an 1/8 of a teaspoon, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. Okay, so I used to have 2 of these. I don't have an 1/8 of a teaspoon, so I'm gonna have to do 1/2 of a half. See, Can't let things stop you. You just gotta do it. I used to let everything stop me, not anymore. Okay, so if you don't have all the ingredients, no worries, just do the best that you can. Next is my favorite, the coconut oil unrefined. So we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon. Let's just make sure that's right. Yes, 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil unrefined. Again, this is my favorite if you guys wanna take a look. I don't get paid for advertising, but this is just the one that I recommend. It smells amazing, it cooks properly, anything that you add it to, it smells just like coconuts, it's amazing. Okay, so this is something I probably wouldn't even measure. Just take a little teaspoon and put it right in. All right, so that is the base. We have to add a little bit of honey. So everything is brand new, guys. I got it. All right, so how much of this do we need? 1 teaspoon. All right, so I mean, it kind of is counterproductive to like measure it and put it in like I was kind of doing with the coconut oil. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. That's probably good. All righty, so that is the base. So you can blend this up, heat it up, and use it for any time, really, right? But during the follicular phase, day 1 through day 14 of your moon cycle, you're going to want to add these special ingredients. So we're gonna do pumpkin seeds, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, added just a little bit more, okay. 1 tablespoon of rolled oats, and again, if you can do gluten-free, that is always best. And 1 teaspoon of culinary grade lavender buds. So I kind of have a mix here, but it'll do. Again, nothing's going to stop me from making my moon milk. How much do we need again? 1 teaspoon, okay. So we got lavender buds in here. And now we're going to blend it. So you can put it in a high-speed blender, you can put it in a food processor, whatever you desire, whatever you have at home. I have this little nifty thing here. It's great for coffee, it's great for blending pretty much anything. You can see here, it's just going to take a few minutes, maybe like 20 to 30 seconds in the blender or the food processor. We're just gonna blend everything together. Until it gets a little frothy. Or until your taste, right? Now we do have some different substances in here with the coconut oil and with the rose buds and the lavender buds, and different ingredients will take a little bit more time to blend, but I think that we're good. Okay. And then what you're gonna wanna do is use a cheesecloth of some sort, okay? So here, I like to do the natural, if you can find it. Okay, and we will be straining it. Now, if you have, sometimes you can use, you know, a KitchenAid type of strainer, but cheesecloth strainers are gonna be the best for any type of moon milk, or if you make your own milk, like if you soak your almonds and make your homemade almond milk, you wanna use a cheesecloth, you just do. It's going to taste so much better. Okay, so we're gonna take our cheesecloth, and any base is fine as long as you have enough room. Okay, and I just put a little rubber band around it to keep it secure, but you might need to adjust while you do it. You have to pour it in pretty slowly, okay? And then you can always take it out and squeeze it and all of that, but I'm just gonna use it like this for now. So I kind of just do it in little segments here, so it doesn't overflow and make a mess, because I've done that before too. I like giving advice because I pretty much have made every mistake possible. So I usually know like what not to do because I've had so many accidents that I can't even tell you guys. I have some good stories. Okay, so we're gonna wanna pour this in here. And what the best thing to do also is to let all of your ingredients after you mix it actually soak for about 45 minutes. What that's going to do is it's going to help your digestive system. So there's certain seeds and nuts, like for instance, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, you can digest them so much better when you soak them. If you don't soak them, it's gonna take longer to digest. Therefore, this isn't gonna be as productive. All right, so as you can see, we have a lot of ingredients at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and then I'm going to put it back in my bowl and squeeze it, okay? So if you feel like you lost any of the ingredients, you can always just add it to your pot here. We're going to put it on probably like medium high. I really like everything really hot so that when it cools down, you're still able to sip on it. So I always make mine pretty hot, but use your discernment. So let's put it on medium high, maybe for like 10 minutes or so, and then you can pour it right in your glass, sip on it, read a nice book, go in the bathtub, maybe use some of the other ingredients that you didn't use, or even don't waste, You can put some of the ingredients that were strained in your bathtub. All right, so it should be heated up at about 10 minutes. And it's done. Look at that. Let's try it. Let's turn that off. Yum. Wow, it's perfect, you guys. This is just perfect. You can always add maybe like a little dash. Of course, I don't have the top on, but you could add a little dash of cinnamon on the top and take a nice. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or any topics you want me to go over. I would love to share any knowledge that I have. So enjoy.